finished, as in an hour ago that I finished my shift. Oh, guys, it's really been a very very hectic day because as I finished my shift, guys, you will not believe that my train my train it terminated at Farringdon. Honestly, wow. It it terminated at Farringdon because of a red signal. So the train driver had to announce that the train has to terminate at Farringdon because initially it was actually going towards Abbeywood, but I wasn't directly going towards Abbeywood. I was to get off at Whitechapel, but it ended up terminating at Farringdon, and I had to wait. I had to wait for a while for my train to arrive, and which it did not arrive until 6:20. So you can imagine that long wait. I eventually managed to conquer and to get home. Anyway, guys, let me not let me not bore you with my day. Anyway, um, before we start, I'm gonna wait for as many of you to come on so that we can actually settle. We can continue from where we left off. But again, many of you already know me. It's your girl Ades. Right, I need to quickly get in so that I can be away from the cold because it's blitz out here, so cold. Oh gosh, you can imagine how I'm sneezing. That's to tell you how cold, and it's very very windy out here. So I think, yeah, I need to get in. Okay, so yeah, I believe we can start. Oh, hi Emeka, my one and oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really, yeah, that's better. So finally I'm home. What a relief. So yeah, how are you? How are you, Mecca? How's everything? So yeah, oh my God, it's pitch black here. Okay. So yes, so now we can now start. So again, many of you already know me. It's your girl Ades. So we're now going to continue from where we left off. So, oh my God. So yeah, as we start, guys, bear with me. Let me quickly get inside my flat. Okay. Yeah, do bear with me. Yeah, hold on, Emeka. Let me quickly get the tripod. Just bear with me. Okay, yes. Okay, so yeah, bear, please bear with me because I need to take off my ID card. Yeah, so yes, so now we can, yes, and now we can start and yeah, and then and continue. So yes, so we've been talking about women, that how women can get their life back in 2025, exit laziness plus be a productive woman. So that's what we've been talking about. So in case as many of you has kind of missed out on the beginning of the whole topic, um, you're not kind of really missed out. So you can kind of just you can actually kind of in your own time you can go back to them, each and every one of the lives, and pick up from there. So yeah, so while I was, oh, thank you. Yeah, hi again. Yeah, so um yeah, so while I was on lunch break, although I couldn't really I couldn't really come on at that time, I did some more findings about how women can get their lives back. And I actually found out that part of getting your life back is about planning. That's part of it. But before we get into that, then we just need to go like deeper. So another another day, another time, another season, which is what we often always face all the time. Every time, every single day, every single minute is always issues upon issues upon issues, but is a matter of how we as women, how we can handle those issues, how we can not allow the issues to actually weigh us down. That's that's the irony of how life is. We often go through issues, we often go through things all the time that will come as a test. So yeah, it always comes like a test, but initially it first of all, oh, thank you. Oh, Michael, thank you. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate. So so initially these issues, these problems, it comes as a test, but it depends, because the issues and the problems that we face, it comes in different forms. It may come in a form of maybe a debt problem, rent arrears. Maybe you're owing your landlord a certain amount of money that you probably not even paid within like 2 months or more. It could be maybe an energy bill that your energy supplier is chasing you for payment. It could be maybe you miss an, oh, hi Pascal, thank you for coming on, I really appreciate. um it could be a, like, maybe for example you have been sent numerous, guys, bear with me, hold on. You have been sent numerous of letters that you need to. Oh, okay, right. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the topic. So today, well, is an ongoing topic. So the topic is how women can get their life back in 2025, exit laziness, plus be a productive woman. So this topic is ongoing. So again, you've not missed out on anything. So Pascal, whenever you have the chance, you can go back to when I first. You're welcome. So when you have the chance, you can go back to when I first started the topic, and from there you can pick up, if possible, maybe if you have a notebook, if you have an iPad or a notepad on your phone, yeah, you can just write down the important things that you want to pick from there. So in your own time, Pascal. Thank you so much. I appreciate. So yeah, it can also come in a form of like I said, actually, yeah, I was saying yeah, about the doctor's letter. So um thank you. So maybe, for example, you've been sent like numerous of letters that you need to bring your daughter for her regular checkup, or if not your daughter, yourself, you need to um, come for your regular checkup. And maybe because you've been working all throughout the year, that you barely even have time for yourself, let alone to even sit down and read the piles of the letters. And when you eventually get the time to open your letters, and then you actually come across that very letter from the hospital, your GP, it will come as a surprise to you. It will come as such a surprise, because you were not aware that that you're due for your annual checkup, or your daughter is due for an annual checkup. It will come as a surprise, because you're working full time, back to back, no rest. You don't have time for yourself. You've probably not even been to your house in maybe more than a month. Maybe your workplace where you work, you've actually had to sleep there for about a month, simply because the shifts that you've been given is back to back, is probably night shift that they've given you, and you end up sleeping there. And then when you eventually do get the chance to have a day off, then that's when you can now catch up on everything that you missed at home. You can catch up on your mail, reading your letters. Then you now come across the letter from the GP or the hospital saying that you or your daughter is due for an annual checkup, and you just realize that, oh wow, that's yeah, I need to I actually need to quickly sort this out. Then you'll now start calling your GP, calling the hospital, that oh that yeah that and then just apologize to them that that my apologies, that I didn't realize that I'm due. This goes for. Oh, you okay? Yeah. Well, is yeah, care workers. Hi. Um, yeah, I'll just leave it as Ali. Yeah. Hi, Ali. Yeah, thank you for the compliment. I really appreciate. So yes, so yeah, Michael, not is not just the healthcare workers, not just them, but it depends. It depends on the kind of job that you do. Whatever kind of job it is that you do that will actually keep you away from your home for more than a month, that you see yourself having to sleep like overnight at your workplace simply because you do night shifts back to back, Monday to Sunday, without no rest. Where, where you? Um, sorry, I can't disclose that right now. Yeah, yeah, I can't disclose that. Thank you, Ali. So yes, so they'll see themselves having to, yeah, to kind of sleep there overnight. One of those things, let me wrap it up because I don't kind of really want to bore you guys. Um, one of those things is actually one of the problems. One thing that you need to understand is that okay, we need money. We all need money. We need money, and the most important thing is that we have to make the money the legitimate way, and not by boycotting, by either doing fraud or doing Yahoo business, by um, you guys know what I mean. Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, I'm from the UK. Oh, okay, you're from Zimbabwe. That's good. Greetings from Zimbabwe. So yeah, now back to what I'm saying. Now, the one of those things is it is a problem. It is a very big problem. It's very important that we need to understand that we cannot neglect, we can't neglect ourselves, we can't neglect our health, all in the name of chasing money, trying to make money. Although yes, we need to make the money in the legitimate way, by not going through fraud or doing like Yahoo business. Many of you may or may not know what I mean by Yahoo business. Is we Nigerians classify it as fraud. So so here in the UK we call it fraud. In Nigeria, or if you're from Nigeria, they call it Yahoo business. Really. So it's kind of the same thing, but two different pronunciations, really. But at the same time, we need to um, at some point have the time to ourselves, where we don't neglect any important thing, like as in your mail, where you don't neglect it at all. We need to always make sure that you check up on your mail. Do humans get tired of chasing money? Yeah, Michael. Yeah, that is a good question, to be honest. Um, the ones that actually are very rich, those that are very, very and super rich, they they are tired because every time money is pumping in their bank, is going into their bank account, every time, every song they sing, every record label that they sign, Hi, Amid. How are you? Thank you so much. I appreciate every record label that they sign, even if they probably sign up a new artist as well. They also get. I believe they also get kind of like a little percentage as well. Are you sure they get? Well, they do. They get tired because because the money is coming in every time, and because they're getting so much money, they don't really know what to do with the money again because they are super rich. They don't know what to do with the money again. But if I was to actually say they should actually ship it to they should actually ship it to as many that are less privileged that actually needs the money. So that would actually be a great thing that they that rather than also just oh, okay, that's good. Rather than also just sending it to all those orphanage or charity, they should send it to as many of us that even needs it, because we need it. Because in a way in a way a lot of us kind of contributes to them being famous, they're because their music goes on all the streaming platform, Spotify, SoundCloud, on practically on all the music streaming platforms. And without without any of us subscribing to it and listening to their music, how are they going to get the money? So really, in a way, as many of us that listens to their music, they get paid by us listening to their music. Somebody. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not. Yeah. I need. I need. Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. That's how it is. Yeah. No rest. No rest. Even most especially when you're in the studio as well. That's even another thing, because yeah, being famous is not easy, because you have to be in the studio all day, all night, practically every day, and whenever you're you have the chance, then you now take that rest. But there, in a way, there is no rest when it comes to making money, but at the same time, you need to. Oh, do I do music? Me, no, I don't. I don't do music. I don't do music at all. But but I have kind of I've kind of watched as in like mostly these Nollywood films where the artists go into the studio and make their music. So it's from the Nollywood films that I actually um, got to got to actually know about how they do their music. So, but no, I don't do music. I don't write music. So I don't write music at all. So now, yeah, so that's one of the trials that we women have to face. But again, it's a matter of how we can overcome it, how we can plan around it, and plan how to actually overcome all these obstacles. So now we're gonna go into the steps now. So the first step the first step, which I've just said, is the first step is planning. So in the morning, in the morning, when when you wake up, is one of those things that you plan on what you want to do, what you want to do for the day, or what you want to do within. Bear with me, guys. My nose. What you want to do for the day or within a week, or within that month, whatever it is that you've planned, what you've planned to do, is kind of good to kind of put, either you can put it in the form of a diary, or you can break it into a form of a calendar. So if you have a calendar, like a, yeah, if you have a calendar, you within the days, within those days, you write down what you want to do for throughout that week, whether if is maybe pamper treatment, or maybe if you want to like go for lectures, whatever it is that you decide to plan, is kind of good to either do it in the form of a notebook, or maybe a calendar. Anyhow you want to turn you kind of want to do your own planning, or if if it's more better and convenient, is something that you can you can use your iPad. Yeah, you can use your iPad. You can use your iPad, or you can use your phone as as a planner, and decide whatever it is you want to do. So planning your day, your week, your month is a good start of getting your life back on track. And at the same time that you are planning towards your day, your week, your month, at the same time you are kind of keeping your muscles, you're keeping your body, you're keeping everything moving, so that it won't be as if you just sit in one place and just can't be bothered. So the second is setting reminders for yourself as well, because we as women, we often forget. Yeah, we often forget a lot. We forget a lot of things because of our busy lifestyle. We forget that maybe you wanted to cook something on your day off, and you're actually supposed to be off, and then all of a sudden your office calls you and say, oh hey Mandy, please, I need you to come in. I need you to come in and cover for somebody because the person has called in sick. Then the next thing, you see yourself having to go into work on the day that you're off, just to cover for someone, and then you've forgotten that that you need to do some cooking, or you need to buy shopping, or you probably had to reschedule an appointment that you had set up. Now the third one is to have like a little box where you keep where you keep your where you keep like things that you need. So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of like a way that will help you to remember that, oh, that this is where you've um put your things. So in a way, so kind of like organizing like a little box for yourself, for you to keep the very vital things that you either that is upcoming, like an appointment, or a blood test, or maybe a dentist appointment, or you have to go for a general appointment, maybe at your child's school, the parents meeting, maybe they've called you for a parents meeting and you need to attend that parents meeting, which is one of those things that often happens, because but not necessarily like every time, but occasionally the school may call you that, oh, that, yeah, we need you to come in, because we want to speak to you in person about your child. So that kind of tends to happen. And at the same time, keeping that little box is a way of reminding you that, oh, okay, that these appointments, I need to make sure that I need to attend these appointments. Then the fourth one is to also have a calendar on your wall, which I mentioned about it. Yeah, have a calendar as well, because it's another way that will help you out in the planning process, help you out of getting your life back on track. Now the fifth one, which most of us were already doing, that in the morning we should always try and remember that, remember to stick to our chores, our morning routine, our chores, by doing some spring cleaning, even if it means having to hoover the house, do a light dusting, wash down the bathroom, wash down your toilet, those kind of things, that will help you to exercise those muscles. The muscles will be moving around, and you won't see yourself just sitting there in one place. But the most important thing is that the muscles needs to be moving. It needs to be moving left, right, center. Hi, no, my name is not Chili. No, my name is not Chili. My name is Edez. Now the sixth one is, again, I said it before, and I'll re-highlight that again. We have to prioritize our health, our rest, our sleep. We need to prioritize it. It's very it's very important to us, because if we don't, it's going to cause a lot of health problems. And that's actually part of the reason why many people who are middle-aged are actually getting they actually end up getting a stroke, because when they were much younger, most of them were working 4 to 5 jobs, and they did not allow their body to rest. Their brain was practically on fire. They were constantly getting headache. Rather, they're using paracetamol or ibuprofen, and having to use those two things just to actually keep their brain functioning. But no, that's not is not really ideal to kind of kill yourself with 4 to 5 jobs, because you are not allowing you're chasing money, and you're not allowing yourself to get enough rest. And at the end of the day, when you decide that you want to retire at maybe 64, 65, and then you eventually get your pension, you'll notice that your pension pot is full. But then your health is deteriorating because you did not allow your body to rest. And now it has affected you. It has affected you as you turned middle age, because you didn't allow your body to rest. You're working back to back 4 jobs, and yeah, the brain was on fire. The brain was on fire, and it was telling, and it's actually telling you, I need to rest. Is practically where it's sending shockwaves. I need to rest. I need to rest. But it's just like where you ignored your brain. You ignored your brain and just continued doing the 4 jobs, and now it's become more and more hot that you eventually end up getting a stroke. And now that stroke has now deformed you. One thing that is very, very important is for us as individuals to acknowledge that we need enough rest. Even me myself that I'm talking, I work nearly every day, but at the same time I still find the time to rest. Rest my body, rest out all the rest out the shifts that I've done. And then at least sometimes I get 4 to 5 days rest. Sometimes I even get 1 week rest, even sometimes. But it's a very good thing, because you're saving yourself, you're saving your life, and you're saving your life, and you're taking every single steps to keep yourself alive, away from all these problems. Now the 7th one is to sometimes also soak yourself in the bathtub. That's also one of the ways that you can kind of relax after a whole week of planning. You can just soak yourself in the bathtub and just have a bubble bath, and also make sure that you add a bit of Epsom salt to it as well, because you will need it, because after working for nearly a week and you've not probably had a rest, you will need Epsom salt to help relax your muscles. So you will need it. Now the eighth one is to when you actually when you have the chance to, at least you can, yeah, just pamper yourself, even if it's to go out shopping, or to do your nails, a manicure, the pedicure, soak your feet in the water, let them, and then let the professionals to handle the feet, and let them transform your feet to a soft to something that is very soft, that will you be wanting to touch every time just because it's so soft. And also, if possible, like I said last week as well, if possible, yeah, book yourself for a road trip, somewhere outside London, or go on a holiday of your choice. It doesn't necessarily have to be Europe, but whatever country of your choice. Find an affordable ticket for yourself, to so that you can book a holiday, even if it's for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, just so that you can get away from the stress of Europe, and all the baggage, and the and the trouble that often happens all the time. But in general, these all these will really help you to get your life back on track, but mainly by planning and organizing, and also added to the morning chores as well. It will really help you to get your life back on track, and at the same time, as you're constantly doing all of these, then you will you will see changes gradually. It's not something that's going to just happen overnight. It's not something that can just happen overnight. Something that will take a very long time. But at the same time, like I also did say, you're not in it alone. So it's also very good to actually seek professional help as well. Whether if it's a debt problem, like I mentioned before, yeah, it's very good to seek professional help, and check out the organizations that helps, in those areas as well, because none of us ever prays that we get into debt, but unfortunately is one of those things that often happen, and it gets so out of hand that it will actually affect your health. But at the end of the day, again, you're not alone in it, so it's very good to seek professional help, from those organizations, or if you have an advocate, they are very good. They will speak on your behalf, and to advise you, and tell you how you can get out of that problem, and even call as many of the companies on your as many of the companies that you owe money to on your behalf, and remind them about overstepping their boundaries. So anyway, guys, I really hope that this has helped as many of you. I really hope that it helps as many of you, and maybe some of you have taken note, or you probably haven't, but just by listening as well, is fine. But please, before I go, I am appealing to as many of you to please and to please don't fail to subscribe, comment, thumb up, do like me and share with your friends and your colleague and as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. And I just wanted to say a big thank you to Pascal again. Once again, thank you for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. And to as many of you who were not here, um, again, you've not missed out, so you can easily just catch up, and then yeah, you can easily catch up in your own time whenever you're less busy, and just write one or two notes that you feel that's important to you. But please also help me spread this message viral to as many people as you also feel that will benefit from this very, very important message, because we really need help in our life. Yeah, at some point in our life we need help with certain problems or certain issues that we face on a daily basis, because we cannot do it alone. So anyway, guys, so thank you all very much for taking out time to listen, and please do not fail to subscribe. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna love you all and leave you. So that me too, I can get my rest and to check and to soak myself in the bathtub as well after attending to my resident. So yeah, so yes, guys, so I will see you all on much later on tomorrow, and God bless. And once again, is your girl Adez. So see you all tomorrow. Bye.